Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There, I said it.
You said good morning?
3 times.
That must mean it's going to happen. It's like Beetlejuice. 3 times.
Again, you know, every time somebody says good morning, you
I
know exactly what I
know.
think about.
I do. Where does your brain go?
And put you in charge of what kind of morning it is.
Well,
You're in charge of the weather now, too. Yep. Those are quotes from We Were Soldiers. So you can look that up later on. Bob Rock, you! Now, Nathaniel McInnes is here. Good morning, good morning. Finally, normal time for me, too. Yeah. He is on the other side of the pond, as it were.
so it's not quite yet dinner time.
Not quite yet.
Or supper.
It's 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m.
Is it supper or dinner? What do you say?
Huh, that's interesting because, like, Old English, when you sup with someone,
Right?
it's anytime you take a meal.
Right.
It's whenever you sit down and eat with them. So supper could literally be any time you eat a meal. That was Strider.
He kicked me.
Well, he's a jerk sometimes. Nathaniel says, my kids had a sock hop at their school last night.
Oh,
Fun
that's
times.
super cool.
Isn't that just
Poodle
like
skirts,
the
too?
50s way of saying a dance?
Yes.
So why would you just not call it a dance?
It was
Probably
exact-
because they were supposed to dress up as a 50s type
right,
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing is, 50s fashion is, except for the poodle skirts, is like modern fashion. You have jeans, white shirt,
Yeah, but nobody's really
collars up, though, you know.
nobody's really greasing their hair down
Greasing up,
anymore.
yeah.
So
I sometimes look at the high school kids and wonder if they even brush their hair.
they do. It's just that they if
Not just our kids. I mean, kids
our
in general.
youngest, if our youngest is anything, he spends a lot of time.
He spends a lot of time on his hair.
But not a lot of time. Not like an inordinate amount of
Right,
time.
right.
But he does do
likes-
things to
yes.
make his hair look a very certain way. And often that certain way does not look like a comb touched it.
Right.
Or a brush.
Right,
But it's on purpose.
right.
It's not like
you know.
he doesn't get up and doesn't care. He's very conscious about how he looks. But the fashion, not the fashion, but I guess the in. I feel so old right now. Talking about young kids and
darn kids.
what they like and don't like.
I
Hey everyone,
love 'em.
currently at the Ren Fair.
What? I get today. So you're going to go all weekend? Oh, Vanessa.
I have 2 small kids, Bob says, so neither supper nor dinner. It's just food whenever
Yeah.
I can get to it.
It's a constant version of snack. Constantly. We have a little bit here, and a little bit there, and a little bit there, and a little bit there.
Dinner varies depending on the day. When I work nights, dinner is whenever I get my break. On Mondays and Thursdays, it's usually 4:30.
Yeah, well, she starts her shift early, too.
That-
Oh, that's Blake.
Blake, not
Blake's
Vanessa.
dinner is early.
Not
That's
Vanessa.
early.
Blake, that's early, yeah.
Blake's on the early bird special at 4:30.
Yeah, it could be.
Sorry, Blake.
We just walked through a Viking weaponry shop.
What?
You better have bought me something.
Or take a picture.
Or at least take a picture, yeah. Take a picture will do fine. That counts as purchase.
Yes. You took a picture. You thought of it.
Yeah, Jeremiah Custer is here. What's up, Jeremiah? What's up, what's up? Blake Avenue, when I was in high school, first lunch was 10:50. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
That
My
is
lunch
too
break
early.
is at 10:30,
That's too early.
but I also start at 6:30, so it's 4 hours into my day.
So what I'm hearing is schools are stupid.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, no, as far as scheduling is concerned.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
School is stupid. Vanessa sends Sam an axe in the mail. Yes! I approve. Skull!
I love this guy.
Oh, that was a lot of hot coffee in one gulp. Oh, that hurt. Well worth it,
I haven't tried any of mine yet because it's still hot.
No, because it's still like,
it's
it's no, I know.
You have an insulated cup. I intentionally don't have an insulated cup because I like to sit like this and get my hands warm.
The charity board gamer, are you doing PAX U this year, Sam? No, I am not. I have had too many trips this year for my liking, and they were all too close together. And I know that one's well removed from the rest of the trips, but I am simply done being away from my family this year. That's the long and the short of it. So, I'm already now thinking on what conventions I'm going to try to get to next year, so that I can space them out, so that it doesn't feel like I am gone. Like this summer, I was gone for.
I think it was. I can't.
Without the family, I was gone for a month.
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Not doing that again. 5.
Not doing that again. Well, there's Origins. There's
Gen Con.
Origins and Gen Con. There's the Retreat. And San Antonio. That's the 4 that I'm counting.
Okay.
Because Dice Tower East, you guys went.
Yes.
And, well, I guess there was West too, but West was, Dice Tower West was not summer.
No, that wasn't.
It was in spring. And I'm not counting the cruise.
No. We went on that together.
Because you guys were with me.
Yeah.
So I'm only counting
the 4 you were
the
gone.
4 weeks that I was gone by myself, without you guys, and that's in that means I was gone half the summer. Mm-hmm. Not cool. Now, one of those weeks I didn't have any control over. The other 3 I absolutely did, and I have promised myself I'm not going to do that again. That's just the long and the short of it. My thing is that I'm guilty of oversharing. I do that a lot, and I know that people look down upon it sometimes, but I want you guys to know the full story rather than just some veiled or what might be construed as a veiled response. That's not my style, unless it has something to do with something that does need to be kept in confidence, and then I will give you an absolutely veiled response. But this is not. So my thing with conventions is this. I love going to help people. Absolutely. I love going to help Love Thy Nerd. I love going to help. I loved helping the op at Gen Con. I love helping Berkey and Game Toppers whenever I'm helping them. I love being around the Love Thy Nerd guys. I love helping people. I love seeing the old friends that I have in the industry and talking with them and all of that kind of stuff. I absolutely enjoy every single aspect of every convention that I go to, generally speaking. And but the trade-off is not what I feel that it needs to be to justify that much time away from my family. That's where I'm at. So I understand that being my phone. I gotta go turn that off.
I'm like, I don't know who's this.
Is Bruna and David. It's funny.
Is it Baby D?
No.
Okay.
He's just talking about so my son, squirrel. So my son, David, I'll get back to the other thing. My son, David, sent a picture of him holding a Taylor Swift book for, like a baby book. And he said, Bruna, that's his wife, he said, Bruna's buying a Taylor Swift book for Violet. That's their baby that's on the way, like soon.
Like today, man.
And so I said, dude, that looks like your hand and your feet in the picture. Drop the book and walk away, soldier. And of course, he laughed at it. And now Bruna's laughing at it and all that other kind of stuff. So that's what that was. So let me go turn that little ding off. So it's my editing rig over here that, no, I don't want to try again. I just want you to shut up, like that. So my editing rig, I keep the sound on. I usually have this laptop, I keep it muted because I use it for streaming. That one I use for editing, so I have to have the sound on. So that's why it's dinging. I have it connected to the phone to ding whenever. Anyway, so going back to the whole conventions thing,
The trade-off.
the trade-off is just not currently there. I've kept an eye on how many new subscribers I get when I'm at conventions, and there is a slight uptick. There is a slight uptick in subscribers joining the channel while I'm at a convention because, out of sight, out of mind. I still am meeting people that are like, hey, we didn't know you had your own channel. I've had my own channel for a year and a half now. I've been back with the Dice Tower since February, and I'm still getting people, hey, we didn't know you were back, this kind of thing. I've been putting up 2 videos on the Dice Tower for 6 months, 2 videos a week for 6 months, and people, we didn't know you were back on the Dice Tower. Well, so I get it, and there's a whole out of sight, out of mind thing that's going on there, and so when you're at a convention, you're in their sight, and so now you are in their mind again, so there is an obvious benefit from going to a convention, and numerous conventions, because it does put my face, the channel, and us in front of the public eye again. But at the same time, honestly, I always get this quote wrong, but it's the quote that always jumps to mind when I'm feeling about this. I feel like it's a Frodo Baggins.
A bird in the hand?
No, the one with butter and bread, where he says that he feels like too much, too little butter spread over too much bread, or something like that.
Sure.
And that's just the way I feel right now. I feel like I'm pouring myself out and helping, and I'm not. I don't want it to seem like or look like that I'm being ungrateful for everything that so many people have done for me. Like, for example,
amazing.
if I'm at a convention, somebody paid for my ticket to get there. Somebody is paying for the Airbnb where I'm laying my head every night. So, and I'm absolutely, totally grateful.
So grateful.
All of that. But at some point, I have to weigh what benefits are my family getting from this trip against what are the benefits that only I'm experiencing.
I understand.
And right now, I think I'm experiencing too many of the benefits in a personal way, and my family is reaping too many of the downfalls.
Oh,
I
this
know,
fly's gonna
flies.
bug me.
So there you go. Let me get back
That
up
was a
here.
very long answer.
I
He's not going to
I told
tax
you.
you.
I'm sorry. I really am. But that was PAX U.
Yes.
Are y'all going on the Dice Tower cruise? Jeremiah Custer asks. Yes, we are.
We are.
We have yet to pay for our room, but
We
it
have
is reserved.
We have it reserved.
And we
will
are
do
going to
that.
be paying for it ASAP. It's just not ASAP right now.
Within a short amount of
It's
time.
going to come, though. It's going to happen. That's where I stopped. Let's see. What do you put in your coffee?
Whole bunch of adjectives.
No, I don't.
No, not at home.
No. This is Black Rifle Coffee Company, specifically the Freedom Roast, and it has 4 tablespoons. No, tablespoons. 4 tablespoons of sugar-free coconut creamer, and then it has 1.5 tablespoons of sugar-free chocolate syrup. And that's it. That's all I put in my coffee. So it's 12 ounces of black coffee, 4 tablespoons of sugar-free coconut cream, and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar-free chocolate syrup, the Wally World brand. Because I looked at it one time, and we were buying sugar-free Hershey's from Walmart at almost $5 a bottle. And then I looked at the Walmart brand of sugar-free chocolate syrup, and
like
it was
$1.72.
$2 a bottle. So I can literally buy twice as much for the same price.
Yep.
Doesn't make sense. And no, it doesn't taste that different. I mean, sure, if you're like drinking the chocolate syrup straight,
then we have more problems.
If you're freebasing chocolate syrup, then yeah, you're going to be able to taste the difference.
We
but
might
if you're
have
putting
some
it in here,
more issues than that, though.
yeah, we would. Don't tempt me, Blake. Oh, mail? No, tempt her, Blake. Send the axe through the mail.
Ow!
Do it.
We like Vanessa.
Do what must be done.
Jail.
Let's see. Gray Fox. Hey, Sam. What's up, Gray Fox? I see you have Cuphead behind you. What are your thoughts? My family loves it as a real-time game.
Our family loves it, too. The teenagers love it.
Yes.
The teenagers love it.
Well, they haven't played it in a long time. I think they might be done with it at this point. I saw Cuphead at a Gamma. When I was working for Mythic Games, I saw a person walking around with the prototype, and I was like, I will buy that from you right now, because I knew all three of our kids are they were super into Cuphead
right
at that point. And so I said, I will buy that from you now. And the guy said, I have it reserved for somebody. I'm supposed to go meet them. If they're there, I have to give it to them.
Right.
If they're not there, I'll come straight back here. He didn't come back. Okay, fine, whatever. So we picked it up at a game store, and they played it.
Daphne asks for it still.
It's the music in the app.
I love the music.
Oh, no.
That jazz time swing
That
music.
is like, but it keeps speeding up.
Yes, that's the point of it.
And it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to punch somebody in the face.
It's supposed to get you stressed.
I know, and it does. Which is why I don't like it.
I think it's pretty fun. But I wouldn't like sit down and be like, hey, Sam, let's play Cuphead.
Because I'm going to say no thank you.
I could say, hey, Sam, let's play Nar.
It's very much,
yes.
It's very much not a game for me. I like the mechanisms of the game. The first time I played the game was actually when I was down in at the Dice Tower for one of their fall spectaculars, I think, and I was there teaching some of Mythic's games to them.
Yes.
On screen. That. And so while we were off screen, this is one of the games that we played, Cuphead.
Right,
and I was like, hey, this is actually fun.
Right.
But we didn't use the app.
Oh, I see.
We were just using some other time of typer or some timer or something like that. And when the app came out and we started using that, I was like, oh no, this is no longer fun. Because now I want to, strangle a puppy because of this stupid music. So the kids love it. I don't care for it because of the app. I like the mechanisms. I just don't like the real-time nature of it. That's what it boils down to. I'm not very much of a real-time game type of person. Nathaniel.
I think it's fun because it gets harder and it's getting shorter time. Like it's getting.
I know.
It's super.
It's like.
But the music does cause him to stress. But it makes you like a little anxious. Like
it's like Cuphead, the stress board game. Yes, exactly. Would you like to feel stressed?
This is what you
play our game.
It's not bad. I enjoy it.
Has anyone had seller's remorse? I'm feeling that right now. Sold my copy of Quacks and I have been hankering to play it.
Ah.
Yeah, that's part of the struggle, isn't it?
Right. You have to decide.
That's part of the struggle. If you let go of something, it's gone. Or you have to buy it again and you're like, oh, that's like 1 step forward and 3 steps back.
Yeah, so I used to have a huge collection of books. I know you're surprised.
Used?
I don't have nearly as many as I used to.
That doesn't mean you don't still have a large collection of books.
Like this selection behind
Your hand is so freaking hot.
No, because I had.
It's like Surface of the Sun. Stop it.
I had so many books, and then when I moved to Europe to teach English, I sold all of my books to half-price books.
All?
90%. Mm-hmm. I kept it very, very small. Then I came back from Europe, and I wanted my books, and I slowly bought most of them
She has 2 full, small-sized boxes from Home Depot out there of just baby books.
Okay, well, not just baby books, children's books, preschool books.
2.
I can't get rid of those because they're like my favorite preschool books.
That's not counting all of the books that her and Dante and Daphne read. If
Go
a fire
grab
breaks out in this house, boom, it's going because we have that many books in our house right now.
Stack of books that Dante's
No,
putting
no,
in the Goodwill pile.
No, I know. I don't think he's putting them all in there. He's rummaging through them.
No, he's putting them all in.
Well, what is he laying out?
I don't know, because he's Dante. But there's like 40 books in our garage that he's getting rid of. So, I mean, this stack would be this high. I understand seller's remorse because I've gotten rid of my books and then I've had to buy them all back.
I understand seller's remorse too, because that's how I deal with seller's remorse. I give it away. I don't. There you go.
It does feel better to give it.
I can just imagine what Jessie would think if Sam opens a box and pulls out an axe.
I would say you finally count you.
Look, 2 words. Home, security.
You come to my house, there's a Viking standing at the door with an axe. I mean...
Exactly. That needs to be one of those
My
memes.
Vikings in Europe would
What do I do if what happens if I break into your house? Big Viking standing there with an axe. Guy turns around and runs out. Yes. Home, security, Vanessa. Do what must be done.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't even flinch. I'd be like, oh.
Charity board gamer, understandable. Only Gen Con impacts you. For me, instead of Origins, we have a couples trip vacation. Time with the family is worth it. That is absolutely right.
Nice.
Bob Rocks.
But that's the other thing we missed, is we didn't get a lot of time to do stuff
as a family
this summer. So that was kind of unfortunate.
I just discovered about my sheath knife working on a show about Second World War. I'm surprised Vikings didn't think of that kind of weapon. It's with glove and everything, called a Sherboshchik, used by, and I don't see the correct. I don't see the rest of that. It looks like it got cut off. But a Sherboshchik. Interesting. A sheath knife. I guess that means that it's a knife that is not the knife that actually is used in your sheath. It's part of the sheath, and so when somebody takes your knife, they don't know that you still have another knife in your sheath, and you can use that on them. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I've seen those kinds of things before, things that are hidden and whatnot. Charity board gamer, love seeing you and others. Only reason I go to conventions. Yep, that's a big part of it.
That's a big thing.
I'm going to get back to the fair. See you later, Vanessa. She's already gone.
I know. I said bye, Vanessa.
Nick Hayes, good morning. Morning, Nick. Good to see you. Blake Cavaney, my nephew was born on my mom's birthday. That was her only present that year. Wow. So, my nephew.
So, brother's son. Or wife's or sister's son. But then that means, Blake, why didn't you get your mom a present that year?
I know, that's what I was thinking. Well, actually, what I was originally thinking was she gave herself her own birthday, but I was like, no, that's not right, because
he says the baby was born.
The baby was born on
her birthday, so that was her birthday gift.
My nephew. Well, wait,
nephew is your brother's son. Aiden is his niece.
No, I get that. But I'm trying to find out whose mom's birthday. Is it Blake's mom's birthday, or is it the nephew's?
Mom of the nephew's birthday.
The mom of the nephew's birthday. So
maybe.
Is that what it meant, or did it mean
your mom? If it meant your mom, you should have stepped up and got your mom a present. If it meant the mother of the newborn baby, well, that is her gift. That's true. That is literally true. There's a lot going on when a baby comes, so things might be forgotten.
Yeah, charity board game at work both during the day, friend time in the evening. Yep. That's pretty much it.
That's what Sam likes.
Karen is here. Good morning, Karen. We actually had an interesting confusion last night at game night because David and Mia showed up. David Brownlee and Mia Brownlee showed up
from our chat.
From chat at Steamers game night last night, and there was another lady from our church
named Karen
that was there with her husband Ken, and we introduced her as,
Karen.
hey, this is Karen, and he's, oh, are you Karen from chat? And we're like, no,
Nah, not
that's
that
a different
Karen.
Karen. Karen actually lives on your side of the mountains, David. And he's like, oh, okay. But that's interesting. Good to have you here. Nick says, my wife is a Swiftie and I'm a parrot head. We clash musically. What is a parrot head?
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett vans are called parrot heads?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Why are they called parrot heads? Was Jimmy Buffett a pirate?
No.
Then why parrot heads?
I don't know.
Okay. Because parroting is not a...
No, but look, I knew some knowledge.
You did. Get your blazing lava hands off of
And
me.
they're little, oh, look at them glistening.
I know, that's disgusting. Her hands are sweating because her lava tea is... Jeez Louise.
I tell you, life is too short not to laugh.
Never pour from an empty cup. Same mentality in ministry too. That is true. I don't know that my cup is empty.
Well, I would say after quite a few conventions this summer, it was empty.
Well, I think after Grandpa, it was empty.
That definitely.
That was an emptiness. But I feel thin, sort of stretched, like butter scraped over too much bread.
There you go. See?
Thank you, Jeremiah. We are with you, Sam. Family first always. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. My wife and I will be on the cruise. Cool.
What?
You gotta
this
say
is
hi.
amazing.
You gotta say hi.
Let's
say
get
hi.
together. Let's
Gotta
play a game.
Yep. When I drink coffee, I use either coconut milk or the non-dairy powdered creamer. I'm not officially lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
But
I do
if
coconut
it
milk.
messes with your indigestion, I get it. Yeah, she usually uses coconut milk because it's a non-inflammatory.
Yeah.
But
I can have regular milk.
Yeah,
I don't have
she's
an
not
allergy or
lactose
anything.
intolerant.
Like this tea is made with a splash of regular milk.
black coffee isn't good for your stomach, Blake says.
Sam doesn't drink it black. He's got to have a few sugars and creams in it.
My coffee is mocha tan at best.
And my tea is not even brown. It's very...
I remember you reviewing Massive Darkness 1. Did you ever try Massive Darkness 2? Yes. If so, what are your thoughts? I highly recommend if you haven't. I have, and Massive Darkness 2 is exactly what that game system should have been from the beginning. I enjoyed Massive Darkness 1. It was super fiddly. Massive Darkness 2 still has a little bit of fiddliness with it, but it's well worth it because the system is so much better. So absolutely, I highly recommend Massive Darkness 2 as well. Charity Board Gamer, I like my espresso blended with some ice cream, hazelnut syrup, and topped with whipped cream and cinnamon. So basically,
oh my gosh,
you
that sounds like amazing.
You like a milkshake. That's what you like. You don't like, because with all that other stuff in there, I don't think you can taste your espresso
There's
anymore.
a word for espresso served over ice cream. Is it affogato?
Language?
I did not. A-F-F-O-G-A-T.
No, I was asking what language is that? I'm just kidding. I was definitely trying to make that joke.
Isn't that what coffee served over ice cream is called?
I don't know. Why do you... See, this is what...
Where's Kabuki? Kabuki, really wish you were here because I'm asking, like, trivia questions.
Over ice cream.
Say affogato.
Affogato!
Affogato!
Affogato al caffè.
Affogata my coffee.
Affogato al caffè. I have no idea. See, you have to do this.
Al caffè.
Whenever you do that. Al caffè. Whatever. Coffee as strong as our values. Blackout Coffee Company said that's their motto. That's pretty
strong
cool.
as our values. That's a good tagline.
Italian affogato recipe.
See, coffee and ice cream.
And coffee.
Affogato. I knew it.
All right.
Look at me.
Whatever. Look at you.
I knew one word. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, balloon. Sam said home security and balloons flew.
Oh, that's awesome.
I see security. I'm sorry, Century Wonders Golem Edition, Eastern Mountains back there, I think. We played that the other day, and it was visually way too much. Any thoughts? We actually haven't played Eastern Mountains yet. We have played the other two, and
Which one's Eastern Mountains?
it's the third in that series over there. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it's the second. Yeah, it's the second.
Pink
So
one.
we have played that, but I've only played it once. You notice that Century Golem Edition is not there because it gets played much more than the other two. I don't think we've ever played an Endless World. I think that's the third one. We've played the first two, whatever they are. First one's Golem Edition, and then the second one is one of the other two, and we've not played the third one yet. Charity board gamers say, hey, if there's another bad frost in that area, there will be plenty of paper and cardboard to keep warm. Are you suggesting that we burn books, my good man?
No.
This is fake offense. If we're cold, books are going to get burned.
No. Okay. First off.
Period. End of
First off.
discussion. If we're in the middle of a winter, the power is out, and we have no way to stay warm but to burn books, it's happening. Now, there will be a hierarchy, but books will be burned because family safety is much more
agree.
important.
I actually just went through and took 72 blankets to Goodwill.
That's probably pretty close.
I really am a big fan of a lot of blankets. So if it gets really cold and the power is out,
This is not
we
mainly
still
you.
have.
This is not mainly you. This is another female that lives in this house whose room, more often than not, I think right now it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's not
But
bad.
more often than not, it looks like a rat's nest of blankets.
I'm not disagreeing.
Hold
I'm
on,
the one who
not
has all
done
the
yet.
blankets in the garage.
Not done yet. Those blankets look like they're slightly white and very furry because they're also caked with cat hair.
White,
Because
fluffy cat hair.
the cat thinks, oh yes, this is my bed. This is the one thing in this house that you humans have done properly. You've made my bed for me. All these blankets are glorious. I swear there's a shrine in Daphne's room for that freaking furball over there. That's why he thinks he's the freaking prince of the house. Ugh.
He decided he wasn't getting enough love yesterday. Or they got scared or something. But he went up to Sam and was like,
And I'm sitting
"Excuse
here
me."
answering a text
Yeah,
that
and he's
somebody
on a
had just
high
sent.
stool, so
I'm
he's
on
not,
a high
like,
stool, so
low.
I'm like this. So there's a tunnel through my arms. So the cat tries to jump and realizes, oh, I didn't jump high enough. So I'll have to use your stomach, human. No.
And then 2 minutes later, he comes up to me and he's like really needy. I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, he's really needy. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't
both
know,
of
something-
both the dog and the cat yesterday when we got home
Or
were
spooked or something.
after a board game. Something was spooked. So something happened. Maybe there were just a lot of loud
Noise
cars
or
going by the
something.
back of the house or something. I don't know what it was, but they were both a little spooked.
They were like the same day that when we came back after the fire behind us.
Yeah.
The house that caught fire behind us, that day they were both like,
Yep.
and it was like that last night.
Let's
nothing.
see here. Jessie, do you have the book? There was an old lady who swallowed a fly.
Of course. And I have all the versions of that. Then there was there was an old lady who swallowed a ruler, and there was an old lady. Like, they did a whole series of them. It changed every time, but it was, about school or about the farm or about cars, trucks, and automobiles. There's a whole bunch of them. That's a good one. And I would sometimes sing the song with the book. You can hear it in your head.
No, I can't.
You
And
can't-
I don't
you
want you
can't
to
do it
put
again?
no. Are you done? Okay. Stop it.
Yep,
Don't.
totally done.
Stop. I can hear you. I can hear you. trying
I'm
not
doing
to say
anything.
anything.
I am not.
Don't do it.
I'm not. You hear it.
David Brownlee is here. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys last night. Thank you for coming.
David.
I'm sorry we didn't play. I didn't get to play a game with you. I really, really wanted to. Just didn't work out.
I told your lovely wife last night that next time you guys come for game night, just come earlier in the day and come spend lunch with us and play a game with us so we have more time to play.
Come play a game with us on our stream on Friday. It's Friday. Come early.
Yeah, come early. Come play live. Totally. Yeah. We want to spend more time with you. We just have to make that happen.
What you do? Okay, so Blake says, one time in high school, someone went to the bathroom and they came back with balloons. That begs a lot of questions.
Don't pop those balloons.
Oh. Yeah, how did they inflate them?
Don't pop those balloons. Whatever you do, do not pop that balloon.
This is how much of a 5-year-old I am. I watched a video, and I showed it to you, of how to properly capture a fart.
Yes.
Like pure, unalterated methane coming from your rear end. He's sitting in a tub.
He was clothed.
Yes, he was clothed. Yes, it wasn't like it was a bad video, but he was clothed, sitting in a tub, and he had a cup. And he said, you just put this cup underneath the water so that it has the air pocket, and you catch the fart bubble coming through the water.
Because it'll push out the...
And it pushes out all the regular air, and now you have a...
And you seal it while it's underwater. It went into a hole.
Yeah, it was very scientific. I appreciated it. My 5-year-old self appreciated it, at least.
He watched it multiple times.
I did, because I was taking notes.
He did. He was like,
We only have one bathtub in our house, and I'm never going to use it, I don't think. But now I do have a reason to use the bathtub at some point in time. We use a shower before any of those jokes happen. We have a shower in our bedroom, and I shower every morning. The bathtub is in our teenager's bathroom. That's why I will never set foot into it. Mom didn't want a present, Blake says. She texted my brother and said, wouldn't it be great if I could get a grandson on my birthday?
That's awesome.
My brother said, wait, how did you know we were at the hospital?
That's awesome.
That's a pretty cool story. He was a pirate, the Charity Board Gamer says about Jimmy Buffett, apparently. 200 years too late. I don't know. There's still pirates out there today.
Then the next line says something Jimmy Buffett, but I can't say it.
Jimmy Buffett fans are called parrot heads because he made tropical rock music. But why does that translate? Why does tropical rock translate immediately to parrots? I don't understand. With that axe, Broken Beard, would you rather fight one Tom Vassal-sized duck or 20 duck-sized Tom Vassals? Definitely 20 duck-sized Tom Vassals.
With an axe? Oh, no. That's too...
With anything. With anything. Literally with anything. I mean...
They're coming at you this big.
If they're attacking me, preferably a shotgun, because then I can take out multiple at once. But with Tom is a big person. He is
Grant, can you imagine
tall.
a duck that big?
A duck that sized? No, thank you. I don't care what I have, unless it's a rocket launcher from 100 yards. No, thank you. I'll take 20 duck-sized Tom Vassals and close the door. They won't be able to get through.
But the giant duck?
That's
terrifying.
Nightmare juice.
That's a
Karen
good
says,
question.
Jessie, I haven't forgotten your preschool items. I'm carefully going through all my goodies and will send each box separately, she says.
I'm excited.
Nick Hay says, Jimmy Buffett was very much a laid-back tropical lifestyle. He also had a song called A Pirate Looks at 40. Yeah. I do know who Jimmy Buffett is. I am aware of him. I just never knew that his fans were called parrot heads. Like I knew the Grateful Dead were called Deadheads.
Yeah.
Metallica is Metal Militia. I get it, but I just didn't understand. I never knew that Jimmy Buffett fans were parrot heads,
Look at that. I knew 2 pieces of random
and I
trivia
still
tonight.
don't.
I'm gonna
I
call
still
myself
don't
like a
understand
winner.
the connection.
2 pieces of random trivia.
Black
amazing.
coffee can be acidic and can cause stomach issues.
Yes.
Understood. Affogato. See, somebody else knew that. Black coffee, don't overthink it. I don't overthink it. I just know exactly what I want, and I do it. I just don't drink black coffee. Also, rip James Earl Jones. Yeah, I know.
That was kind of sad.
Dang, that sucks. If you need to stay warm, just burn Gloomhaven and Frosthaven. I don't own either of those.
But that would
you're
last
correct.
a long time.
That is a lot of fire fuel. During the siege of Sarajevo, we burnt half of Grandpa's library. We had a room full of books. I've never forgiven myself for it. But forgive yourself for it, Bob. Don't worry about that. That is, you're surviving.
Survival is different.
Survival is much different. If you're burning books out of
To actually
censorship,
yeah. Or
that's horrible. I don't care what the book is.
But to burn out of survival is very different.
Correct.
I can't imagine that fear.
Blanket fort.
Yes.
No.
Why do you think I have so many blankets?
No, because they're all filled with that thing.
We could put it right over here and make a whole blanket fort under the table.
That actually made me a little sick because it's disgusting.
I would use my clean blankets.
There's no guarantee that they're all clean because that thing goes everywhere it wants to go, regardless.
We could climb under.
That's nasty. No, not doing it. Top 10 board games to burn when the heat goes out during an ice age.
Okay, that's a. Okay,
well,
you can make a top 10 now.
Miniature games are out because that would produce too many toxic fumes.
It's got to be games with books.
Oh boy, yeah.
That one up there.
Solomon Kane has a lot. I mean, it's got a lot of, but most of the miniatures are in one box, so we just save that one box.
Right.
The rest is like
all
cards,
books.
books. So that's huge. Probably. Oh man. This is not a commentary on my feelings about Mythic games, but I'm like, a lot of the games I'm going straight to are multiple boxes, and they're all Mythic games. That has no correlation whatsoever. That's just the way it goes.
I'm like, well, we got a lot of that. We got a lot of those.
Well, I mean, Space Hulk, that has a lot of burn potential in it. A lot of these games, workshop games, also, because there's a lot of cardboard in those. So you just basically have to take the plastic out.
But he's not saying he wants to get rid of these games.
No. But you asked the question, David. If it was a life or death situation,
we have an ice age.
Anything in this room is flammable.
Right.
So we would just have to make sure that we're not like killing ourselves with the toxic fumes of the plastic burning.
Right.
Or potentially toxic fumes, I guess. But yeah, no, anything in a survival situation?
Totally different.
Oh, no.
Totally different.
Sorry. There would be some books that I would be like,
Or Bibles.
Yes, Bible, that's like the last thing. But if we're going to get the power back, we still have our Bibles here, So that's like the last.
Okay.
Literary giants like The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. No, I'm not going to say Harry Potter. I'm also not going to say any of the Star Wars books either. So I'm being even Stevens. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about true literary accomplishment, those things.
Okay, like Pride and Prejudice.
Sure. Yes. Absolutely. Tale of Two. What is it? Tale of Two Cities. Anything by those heavy hitters. Sure. Absolutely. I just don't consider J.K. Rowling to be a heavy hitter. She plagiarized. I'm just kidding. I just know that's been a hot topic.
I don't know.
And I like to go every once in a while. And if I can go with one of her wands that's in the room, the other, that would be even better.
I only have 6.
Only. Wait, why did she swallow a fly?
I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die.
Blake says, why does the cat have a posh accent? Because...
That's his accent for the cat. I don't know, but that's his cat. Strider's voice is... Give me Strider's voice.
Hey, Papa. How you doing, Papa? I'm right here. Can we go outside and play? I'll go catch the birds, Papa.
Okay, give me Max's voice.
Yeah, it's you again. I thought I got rid of you when you left the last time. Fine, feed me and put water in my bowl and then leave me alone.
See? Every day.
Yes.
My life is filled with joy. Really. You guys have no idea how much I laugh.
Let's see here. Wait, why did she swallow a fly? Matthew says, I believe it was an accident.
No, it was to catch you know, like you swallowed the cat to catch the dog. You swallowed the dog to catch the cat. You swallowed the cat to catch the bird. You swallowed the bird to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. That's the line.
She's aware. She was a teacher, correct?
Yes.
She's aware there's a much better way to catch a fly.
And the cat, no, and the bird and the cat and the dog and the cow.
This is the problem with our education system.
I truly believe in children's books need to increase imagination and thought process. I love children's books. They increase your imagination. They increase your development of language. They increase your development of social cues and awareness and situational things. Hands down. The more books you read.
Yeah, why teach a kid to use a fly swatter when they can swallow a fly instead? I agree.
But it talks about the animals eating animals, like which animals are... No,
are you telling me that this book is about the food chain?
Kinda.
No. Are you serious?
No.
That was like a super stretch.
It's like...
That was a super
song.
stretch. It's teaching them about science and the food chain.
Bird to catch the worm, swallow the worm, to catch the fly, swallow the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. That's the song.
Perhaps she will die.
This is possible. She swallowed a cow. I don't know how she swallowed a cow.
Possible. Well, I guess it is possible to swallow
a cow. It's
a cow.
about rhyming words, honey.
Oh, it's about rhyming words. I'm all about teaching kids how to rhyme. I just don't want them to take a long walk up a short pier and think that they have to swallow a fly in order to catch it.
What part of that says that it was real? None of it.
To
increase their imagination,
so that
to increase their development of other situations. This is not real.
So now
this
you
is
have
fiction.
to explain to them that it's not real. Because why?
If I have to explain to them that they cannot swallow the cow, we have more problems than that.
Truth. I'm not talking about the cow.
Well, you have to get to the cow. It starts with the fly.
But you know
bird,
that question
the cat,
starts.
The dog.
The starts.
Why did she swallow the fly? The answer actually is, I don't know why. Perhaps she'll die. That's the answer to it.
Okay, there you go. Okay, good. That's all David wanted you to say, probably.
He did.
Let's see here. Charity Board Gamer got a jet. Have a great Saturday. See you later. You're already gone, but bye. When you're watching this later, maybe. I don't know. Better question is, how do you swallow a ruler? Well, people can swallow swords.
They swallowed. In that one, she swallowed a book, a ruler, a box of pencils. Like, it was all the school supplies. And then she coughed it up, and then she swallowed the back and coughed it all up, and the backpack was all packed, ready to go to school. With all the school supplies.
Disgusting. You just
put
made
it on their
a
back
kid
at the end.
Take a bunch of regurgitated stuff to school. That's nasty.
She swallowed it all to get ready for school.
That's what she said. Morning, guys. Morning, Derek. A former co-worker of my dad, Blake says, once got attacked by a goose.
Oh, geese are mean.
They are super
I've been
mean.
attacked by geese. Oh, yeah.
They're super mean. I've never been attacked by a geese, but I've seen videos of people getting attacked by geese, and they are relentless.
Actually, who's from Canada up here? Eric? Who lives in...
no, Eric is from Chattanooga.
Somebody who lives in Canada.
That anybody here is from...
Vancouver
that I know
or Victoria. There's somebody who lives in Vancouver. Anyway, the geese at Stanley Park, I've been bit by those.
Why is the title called Football Band ... Because that is our life right now.
We've had a weird week.
Our life right now is football, band, color guard, board games, and occasionally other things. But those are the big four right now.
Right.
Because we're about to start doing 2 game nights a month.
Yeah.
We have football games going until the end of October.
At least. And then with the bigger kids longer.
Yeah, and that's if they don't go into the postseason. Then band and color guard go until the end of the
B-A-N-D, not B-A-N-N-E-D.
Band.
Uh-huh.
Yes, band. Yes.
So we have one kid who plays football, and we have all of his football games and football practices. We have...
We gotta go wake him up.
Oh, gosh, you do. We have one kid who plays in band at the high school, so goes to all the football games. Different schools, different districts, because that would be too simple. That plays at the football games. And then we have one kid who is in color guard who performs at all the high school football games. So I actually got myself a t-shirt. I don't have, I can show you, but it says, it's like purple, it has the school colors, purple and gold, and it says, keep calm and call a band mom. And that would be me. So fall season has started, and my kids go sporty, sport. And 2 of my kids' sport is, well, one is band and one is color guard, so they're all at the football games. 2 of my kids are at a parade today, right now. They are marching in the parade, which is this is a fun one. It's like I can't remember it. It's like, I think it's called the small town farmer parade. I think it's called something like that. But it's the Farmers Association parade in Quincy, Washington, tiny little farming town. And they're just doing the parade, but some of the events for the day, I tried to get Sam to come, and he said, no way. But you could go on a tour of different farmers and their different acres of land. I was telling them about the Quincy parade, the Farmers Association parade, and how 2 of my kids are there today, and then one has football, but not on the weekends. So we are football, band, color guard. That's what we do in the fall.
Correct.
Like all the time. Every day, one of them is doing something for their sport.
That is correct.
And, but I was telling them about the parade that you didn't want to go to. The farmers' parade. You get to go on tours of the farms.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I love my farmers.
I have the utmost respect for farmers.
I love my
They
farmers.
feed the country. That's
Absolutely.
super respect. Their work ethic is beyond compare.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hardest working
so
people.
I'm not down on farmers at all.
But he didn't want to go to the...
My idea of fun is not going to a parade.
But think about the tractors that are going to be in the parade. That's going to be so cool.
I can see a tractor driving down the road almost any day of the week here in Wenatchee, in the valley.
We can. It frequently on
it's
our
like,
roads to our house.
And then I'm not going to go over to Farmer Brown's house and say, yep, over there's the barn. That's where we keep the 2 tractors. And Jeb and Wheezy, our 2 horses, are kept over here back in the back 20. No, thank you.
He doesn't want to go see the farm tour. I think it would be amazing. Let me tell you, one of the comments...
Now, I will say this. I will say this. Somebody that we've had on the channel here before, he's a painter of mine. He goes to our church.
Yes.
He's a farmer.
He is.
I would absolutely love spending the day with him just to see what he does.
Oh, I would love that.
And, helping him out during his day and getting in the way, because I know that would probably happen, and that's probably why it won't ever happen, because the work they do is, there's a lot of stuff they have to do. Anyway, I would love doing that, spending a day with the farmers, see what they do from like literally before sunup to literally after sundown.
Yep.
I would love doing that. But going to a parade and taking a tour of somebody's farm...
One of the comments on the website or on the Facebook page or whatever was,
yeah.
why are there so few farms this year involved in the tour? There used to be so many more farms that we could tour.
That tells me that this is someone who has been on those tours before.
Yes!
And they want to go back and do it again.
Yes!
What kind of person is that?
I think it sounded super cool. He would not go with me. I'm throwing you under the bus on this one. He would not go to the small town farmers association parade.
Well, I gotta draw the line somewhere.
I don't know where it is. I think that would be so much fun. There's two things going here. I actually love parades. And I would like the record to be known. I didn't get to go to see one this year.
Not true.
When?
Memorial Day. We went to the Memorial Day parade. That's when the apple blossom is.
We didn't go to Apple Blossom this year. You were gone. That was last year. That was last year.
No, it was not. It was this year.
We did go to the parade. Okay, so we only got to go to one parade.
It's the end of the
It
school
is the
year.
Apple Blossom parade. Yes, we did get to go. But we didn't get to go to any summer parades.
Vindication!
We didn't get to go to any summer parades.
That sounds like a pretty good summer to me.
Parades.
That sounds like a pretty good summer to
I
me.
love parades. So I tried to get him to go to the farmer parade.
The name Parrot Head. Skillet fans are called panheads.
That's funny.
Why
Skillet
would you
and pan.
call skillet?
Pan.
Okay, I get it, but panheads are a kind of motorcycle. So why would you call them motorcycles? The name Parrot Head was first used by Timothy B. Schmidt at a 1985 Coral Reefer Band concert after Buffett commented on the many tropical shirts and parrot hats in the crowd. See? That's all I wanted. Why are they called parrot heads?
Now you know.
Because of that. Because they wear parrot hats all the time. That's why. Sam questions parrot heads. Some K-pop fandoms have very strange names. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down.
Don't be naughty. But
No. I'm not talking about that. I understand. A lot of people have weird names for their fandoms. I get it. I just hadn't ever heard parrot head before. Never heard that
You've
before.
never heard parrot head.
Have you thought about doing a series of appetizer, entree, dessert for a board game night with 3 board games? That would be interesting.
Appetizer game, an entree game, and a dessert game.
Yep.
I'm in.
That would be cool.
Do I get to have food with him, though?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then I'm totally in.
Bob Rock says, okay, on cats.
Let's do that.
My cat comes to my game shelf and starts to scratch them every night, looking at me. I just need to lay down, and she comes purring and falls asleep on.
She's like, hello? You should give me the attention. Otherwise, I'm going to destroy your games. Because I know you play these.
Water bottles. Squirting water bottles.
We are big
They
fans.
work tremendously well.
Don't
That
squirt him
little
right now.
sanctimonious ball of fur back there
Don't.
loves to sneak around her legs when she's opening the front door and gets outside, which, by the way, he is absolutely a house-born city cat. We live in rural area, Wenatchee Valley. If that thing gets out for any prolonged period of time,
Coyote food.
coyotes,
Eagle food. Cougar
possibly
food,
cougars, eagles, hawks.
hawks.
There's a number of
Turkey
different
vultures,
ways
but they only go to
that
the
ball
buildings,
of
but-
fur can die, and yet,
Let alone cars.
yes,
He has no idea what a car is or a road. We live right behind a road. And a couple of times ago when he snuck out, he tried to go right up under the fence. The road is right there. I'm like, he would run right out there. It's a blinker. He would be gone in a nanosecond.
yep. So
He wouldn't have a clue. He's not an outside cat.
squirting water bottles. If you want to make it fun, make it a super soaker. That would be fun.
Oh my gosh.
And whenever he even so much as looks longingly at the front door, he gets a face full of water.
Sam's a little bit more.
Oh,
Trigger happy than I am.
I am SEAL Team 6 when it comes to that. I'm all in. With the water, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you thought about? Okay, we already read that. She
I love that
trained
idea. Let's
me.
do that.
There you go. Derek says, what made you guys decide to get tattooed wedding bands? Did you get them before, during, or after the wedding? We actually, this right here is our wedding band.
Right.
And I had these,
Engraved.
what were they? I can't remember what they're called. Tungsten?
Tungsten steel.
Tungsten steel. So we had these made for our actual wedding bands because we were going to get these done, but we couldn't get an appointment before
And we actually wanted
our
rings
wedding.
to exchange.
Yes, and we did want rings
my
to
wedding
exchange.
ring.
So these have it on the inside. Hers says, I love you. Mine says, I know. And so these are our actual wedding bands.
Yeah.
These, however...
This is my I wear my engagement ring.
Yep.
And my wedding ring.
Yep. And these, however, cannot be taken off.
Yeah.
And that's why we got them. Now, they don't go all the way around the finger because every tattoo place that we talked to
said don't do it here.
It's just going to rub off.
Yeah.
Just going to rub off because all of that skin cells will just, it will literally come off. So it's a half circle, but from this angle, it looks like it's a full band. And that's why we wanted it.
Well, and these can't, like these, I actually take off when I go swimming.
Yep.
Or when we go to the lake. I do not want to lose these. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people in our society take these off when they go out with their buddies or when they go out with their girls.
I don't.
I don't. So we have these that you can't take off.
That's correct.
Because I don't feel...
So it was a conscious decision, yes.
Yes.
And it was
but this design is really similar to the design
kind
of
of
our
the
wedding rings,
it's kind of
too.
the proof in the pudding. The proof's in the pudding. So we decided early on that we wanted to get matching tattoos. It was an idea I had, as a matter of fact, from the lead singer of Skillet. I can't remember his name right now, but where he talked about the fact that he and his wife both have tattooed wedding bands. He got his first, I think, and then she followed suit afterwards. That's where the idea came from, and I was like, I never thought about doing that. That's a good idea, because that sucker ain't coming off.
You can't divorce that.
Well, no. I mean, it's not. I mean, before you ever get to divorce, way before that, you literally have a reminder that you cannot look away from. It's there, and nothing. I mean, even if you take your ring off, there's still a little bit of a
There's
thing
a little
there,
skin mark,
but it's a lot easier to look over.
Right.
This you can't look over. So that's the answer to that question. David Brownlee says, right, got to know which games to get when I'm prepping. That's how far back we are? My goodness.
Catch up.
Well, no, okay, now I'm down to the bottom, so it's just right here. That's what I just read. All right, as a Christian, Nick Hayes asks, have you ever stopped playing a game or avoided a game due to your personal convictions? Yes, absolutely. There is... one game specifically by a company I really enjoy that I'm looking at right now that I have. It's a Lovecraftian game, but it's like a little bit more than just Arkham Horror or something like that, because you are actually you are becoming the people, the bad guys that I would consider are the bad guys in a Lovecraftian universe. Now, I know Lovecraft was kind of a weird dude, and he had a lot of weird things. So I don't know exactly who the bad guys were in his mind, but in my mind, the bad guys are the people who are calling the deep ones and following the deep ones and all of that other kind of stuff. So, and that game is you are some of those people, and so I don't even like playing, like, for example. I don't mind playing war games where there is one good side and another bad side, quote unquote bad side. War is hell, period. But history usually paints the picture of one side being good and another side being bad. So you have to weigh that between yourself. But generally speaking, to answer your question, yes. There have been many times where my personal convictions as a Christian has steered me away from games of whatever theme, whether it is like, for example, I'll just say it because it's very popular, Cards Against Humanity. Not a game I ever want to play, because the whole point of the game is just to be a potty mouth. more often than not. I know it depends largely upon the people that you're playing the game with and how far down that rabbit hole that they want to go. You could even do the same thing with a game like, you know, the apples to apples variant that I actually prefer. I can't remember the name of it, where you actually write down your answer instead of having cards. Can't remember the name of that one. You could do the same thing with that game. But it seems like Cards Against Humanity is like, go on. Go do it. Go be naughty. Go be naughty. Your friends will think it's funny. Go be naughty. Come on, it'll be fun. Go be naughty. And this other game is like, doesn't do that. So there's a difference there. But here's the thing, it's my personal convictions. Anybody plays any of those games, that's between you and whomever else you want to put it between. Not between me and you. And you can enjoy whatever game you want to. But yes, to answer your question, there have been many times where I've been steered away or I've chosen not to play a game based on my personal beliefs as a Christian. Yes. Careful, Sam. Jess will sing it. Don't. Did you see? Did you see the Grinch-like smile that just creeped onto her face? It's like, don't do it. Word for word, Bible comic. Hi, Sam and Jessie. Hope you're okay. We are. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Just wanted to say thanks again for supporting the Great Commission. We are in our last 24 now, and it's still going strong. We unlocked the rigid box. Yes! Awesome. And your audience we're keen for. Thank you very much. I appreciate you mentioning that. That's awesome. I'm glad that you got that rigid box unlocked, and I'm glad that your campaign has been successful.
Oh, so exciting.
Very cool, very cool. Looking forward to that one. The old lady story is a cautionary tale of what not to do. What old lady was that?
There was an old lady.
That swallowed a fly. Okay, got it. Technically, you can swallow a cow. That's what I was saying. Every time you eat steak, you're swallowing a cow. But you can't swallow it all at once. You can't even swallow a steak.
She swallows the whole thing.
Oh, that's just,
like opens up the mouth like this.
That's crazy. That's wicked. Nah, I don't like that at all.
I'm going to go get the book right now just to like read it on here. Can we read it on here?
I got Jess to sing it. I win, Sam. Yeah, whatever. Top 10 things you shouldn't swallow no matter how often you sing the song.
Absolutely. I mean, really.
You swallow a ruler 1 inch at a time. Well, that is absolutely true. Anything you swallow, food,
in the
drink,
picture, she swallows it whole. It's like
nasty. So. That's not cool. Derek says, I'm in Vancouver.
That's who it is.
Derek says, I'm in Vancouver. We have tons of Canadian geese.
Yeah.
Some are very comfortable with people and not afraid to come at you if you bother them. Get in their face.
Yeah.
Well,
some of them at Stanley Park.
American geese are even nastier.
Feisty.
I've heard Canadian geese are pretty nice in comparison to American geese.
Geese and ducks are crazy because inside their bill they have all those little tiny teeth. Like literally.
Why does that make them crazy? They got to eat too.
But they're not like teeth.
They're looking at us and going, those teeth are nasty as well.
Oh, they're just creepy.
They got to eat.
Getting bit
They're just
by
not
one of
going to
those.
eat me.
I live on a farm.
Is it band mom or band mom? Band mom would be far more interesting.
No, just one N. No.
Luke Shirus says, I'm late and watching on my phone, so I won't comment much. No worries, Luke. Thanks for being here, buddy. My boss's cat knocked her TV onto the floor and broke it.
Time to get a new
cat.
Yes.
I greatly underestimated Sam's hatred of felines.
He doesn't have a hatred.
I don't hate.
He just loves to make fun of ours.
Ours is potentially stuck up. I mean, not potentially. Progressively stuck up. He constantly will sit there with a scowl, a literal scowl on his face, looking at us. And then when you try to say, oh, Maxie, what's wrong? What's wrong, Maxie? And runs away. And then 5 minutes later, you're like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm just going to sit here and watch TV. Oh.
And what is it that drives you crazy?
He lays right here and then very quietly goes on my beard. And I'm like, that's so freaking weird. Like, it is literally weird. You're creeping me out because it's right by my ear and I can hear it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, stop.
So he pushes him away.
I have to literally sit there with my hand like this. I have to sit there with my hand like this for a while, and then I pull it down after about 1 or 2 minutes, and then sure enough, stop! Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, it makes me laugh so much. I tell you. I did not get to go to the band game, to the football game, and watch my kids perform at the band last night because we had game night, which is a really good reason. But in a couple of weeks,
I do have live chat on. Yes,
he does. Hopefully, we haven't missed anything.
No, I don't think we've missed anything. The periodic table symbol for tungsten is W.
Ooh.
What does that mean? I don't know why that's significant, or
Tungsten
if that's just.
Steel.
I know that. Just because W starts the word wedding, is that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't know why that was. That was just information, I guess. Thank you, Blake. In high school, Blake says, we used to play Cards Against Humanity during lunch. It was fun playing it with exchange students.
No.
Yeah.
Culturally, there are some really funny things that can come up.
So, any top 3 Halloween movies y'all watch every year?
I personally have always loved The Addams Family. Always loved it. I loved it when it was a show. I loved it. I used to, in fact, I still have in our bedroom, one of the books I kept is my book of John Adams cartoons, like the actual cartoon books, the cartoons he drew.
John Adams, like the president?
No, like Addams Family, ADDAMS.
What about ADHDMS?
ADHDMS, maybe. I have his book in my room of all his old cartoons he drew.
He was a real dude?
He was a real dude. In fact, most of the scenes from the movie are actually, like, straight out of that cartoon. Like,
oh, the Addams Family is a cartoon that somebody named Adams
is his
made?
name. ADDAMS, yes.
Stop saying it that way. I think he has attention deficit disorder.
2 D's in his name.
Yes.
Yes. So he was a cartoonist.
Okay, I got that.
And many of the scenes in the Addams Family movie, which is one of my favorite Halloween movies, because I am on point here, are directly out of his cartoons. Like Uncle Knick-Knack's summer wardrobe, Uncle Knick-Knack's winter wardrobe, Uncle Knick-Knack. That's straight out of his comics. I think they were published in the New York Times, maybe? Like,
I don't know.
I love that one. That's not real. I mean,
okay, that's 1 of 3. What's the other 2?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's not a Halloween movie.
It is kind of.
No, it's like a weird Christmas movie.
And what is a third Halloween movie that I like? If it's a scary movie, I don't like it.
She hates scary movies.
I won't watch any of the scary movies.
Actually, I was telling her how much she would have urinated herself at Halloween Horror Nights. And then she was like, see, what's that place over?
Silverwood.
Silverwood's got their own Halloween Horror Nights. We should go over there. And I was like, okay, let's see how this is going to happen. I just started watching Daryl Dixon series, Walking Dead. Let's see how you do. We'll watch the first episode and see how you do. So like, no. I was like, yeah, stop talking a big game. Right. She is not a scary...
I don't watch the scary movies, I watch...
We watch police and firefighter drama shows.
Okay, I love the new show called Fire Country.
And she screams like Jason and Freddy are going at it on screen, and it's just a police or firefighter
What
drama.
happened last time we watched it?
Okay, so you know how Hollywood likes to make it look like cars will just blow up when they catch fire instead of just burn?
They actually
I understand that
Hollywood.
they can explode, but They like to say like every car that catches on fire is going to explode.
Big
So we're
explosion.
watching an episode of this fire drama. It's called Fire Country. It's on Netflix.
By the way,
You
I'm
can go.
super addicted.
It's a soap opera. I just want to say that right now.
I gotta
It's
say,
not
I'm
even
gonna watch a
close.
soap opera with me.
It's not
Come
even
on.
close to reality.
Oh my
people.
gosh, no.
It's a soap opera. Anyway,
so good.
we're watching this, and oh goodness, a car caught on fire and exploded. Oh, that scared her. The second time it happened in this one episode, she jumps even higher.
And I jump and scream.
The next episode, because we're watching these back to back, we watch a couple episodes. They're like 30 minutes. It happens again. This time she screamed and jumped, made Strider jump off the couch. He's looking at her like, "What's wrong, Mama? Is it go time?" And she wants to go to Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah. Okay.
How about
Whatever.
we just take the kids?
You
and
will
all?
die of a heart attack if I take you to Halloween Horror Nights. We won't even make it to haunted houses. You'll be done, drenched in urine from the waist down, saying, "I have to go now."
Oh my gosh.
So she is not a Halloween
But I love
person.
those two movies.
Okay, so
Is there
Nightmare
another
Before
one?
Christmas, which is just a weird Christmas movie. It's not even a Halloween movie. And then
I could go with Beetlejuice.
The Addams Family. Beetlejuice was the first one that came to my mind. Beetlejuice was a good one. There was an Adam Sandler one that came out a couple years ago that I thought was really cool.
Oh, that one was kind of funny. Hocus Pocus, I used to like a lot, but I don't like that anymore.
I don't like Hocus Pocus. I just don't like it. I'm not really a big Halloween person either. If I'm going to watch a horror movie, it's probably going to be like a sci-fi horror, like Aliens, one of the Alien series. I haven't seen the new one. I haven't even seen like the last couple of ones from the Alien series. But I'm probably going to watch Aliens. The second one is my favorite. Just a lot of really cool one-liners in that one for me. And it's probably the least horror-ish of them. So, but I'm just not a big Halloween celebration fan.
Yeah,
So,
I used to love the Addams Family. Angelica Houston as Mrs. Addams is one of the most perfectly cast characters.
she was exceptionally good in that.
She
role.
was so good in that. It was such a good role. Like, it was so good. But yes, so many of the one-liners are literally right out of the comic books. Or not comic books, but the cartoonists.
I will say this: I saw I guess this might be a Halloween movie.
What was that Adam Sandler one? It was called like...
No, not Adam Sandler. I'm talking about another movie that I saw.
Okay.
On the plane ride down to Dice Tower Retreat.
Yes.
It was called The Dead Won't Die.
Okay.
The Dead Won't Die, or something like that. It's with Bill Murray, Adam Driver, and there's a couple of other really, kind of big name actors sprinkled in. Danny Glover was another one that's in the movie. But it's basically, it's like a spoof on all of the George Romero zombie movies. It's like a total spoof. And it is super funny. Not scary at all.
Okay.
It's super funny. And it doesn't even really get gory that much. But that could be, I filter that through my brain of having watched like
I mean,
six seasons of
one
Walking
of my
Dead.
favorite Christmas movies is the most gory movie I've ever watched in my life. And I
Oh,
laughed so hard.
yeah.
That is gory.
Yes, it is.
It's so gory, and I laugh. It's terrible.
What's the name of it? Santa?
Um.
Why are our brains brain farting right now?
I'll have to. It's
I can't
It
remember.
is called.
Santa was a Viking in that movie, though.
Oh, he was so cool.
It's awesome. Sam, can you remember how it felt? Oh, wait, we don't have a lot of geese here in Kentucky. We have mean hawks.
Ooh.
Cool. Can you remember how it felt to do your first Q&A on the Dice Tower? Has the camera become more comfortable with time? Well, no, I don't remember how my very first Q&A with the Dice Tower went. I imagine you can probably go back and watch it. But I can definitely say without the shadow of a doubt is that, yes, over time the camera does become more comfortable.
Even for me.
Yes.
I'm totally, okay,
Yeah.
I got this. Unless he leaves the room, and then I get a little weird, but, you know.
My comment about Who's That, World War II, was removed as I used a word starting with F and meaning not anti-fascist.
Oh.
I don't even remember what that was. I didn't know that it was... I don't know what you said, so I apologize. Dracula Dead and Loving It, Monster Squad, and Hubie Halloween. That's the one.
Halloween.
Hubie Halloween. That's the one that I like a lot, that Adam Sandler one. Don't knock soap operas, Sam. When I was in middle school, General Hospital was popular with everyone.
I agree. I'm telling you, this is literally a soap opera. I love it.
I don't know that it
so
was
good.
I don't know that it was popular with everyone. My mom watched General Hospital too.
I was
don't get me wrong.
say.
But I don't think my dad enjoyed it.
I don't think either of my parents ever watched it.
So
But I love this.
I wouldn't mind
soap
skipping
opera.
Halloween for a number of reasons: death, child, candy, highs, etc.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw the best post, and it was a letter written to parents from a teacher about the day after Halloween. And it was, we know the day after Halloween, your kids don't want to get up.
I gotta go make sure he's up,
Yeah. They don't want to go to school.
or at least getting something
They are
to eat.
sugar hungover. They are struggling. Please do not bribe them with sugar and more candy in their lunchbox. Send them to school in pajamas and bedhead, and we will deal with the raging tyrannosauruses that they are. I mean, it was like this amazing post from a teacher, and it said, don't worry about it. All their sugar, just send them. Don't give them any more sugar. Don't cave. We'll take care of them. We'll detox them when they get here. We will send them back to you tired and cranky, but they will no longer be sugar addicted. Oh, it was so good. At one of my preschools, we had an optional, we could choose certain days a year that we were off. We were allowed to be closed for the whatever, for cleaning or for training or for things. And I always chose November 1st. Because teaching preschool the day after Halloween is so hard. You have a classroom of 3-year-olds who had so much sugar the night before and stayed up too late and did all these things they don't normally do. Oh, it's so hard. So I would implore all preschools to be closed on November 1st. It is terrible. It is a terrible day to be a preschool teacher. Now, at St. Paul's, we don't celebrate Halloween where I work because we are a Christian school, Lutheran school. And that's great. So that means no costumes on Halloween, no masks, no candy on the day of. They can go home and do it afterwards. But teaching preschool on November 1st makes me want to call out sick that day. I mean, really makes you want to call out sick.
Let's see. Cheesy horror is the best horror. Okay, now first of all, the first one you say here, Nick, said Big Trouble in Little China. I've never considered that a horror movie. It has a couple horrific elements, but I've never considered Big Trouble in Little China a horror movie. I've always considered it a thriller. You've seen Big Trouble in Little China.
That's why I'm making the face, because I didn't think of it like that at all.
Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness is really funny.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one where Bruce... I can't remember his... Starts with a C, I think. Carpenter? I can't remember his name. Anyway, he actually makes a cameo in one of the new Marvel, the multiverse movie from Doctor Strange, as his character in Army of Darkness 2, I think. Might be getting confused a little bit, but yeah, he's the one that has like his arm is cut off and he has like a chainsaw.
Yes.
And then give me some sugar, baby. You know, that all that kind of stuff. It's a funny movie. It's a funny movie. Monica Murphy has become a member of the channel. Welcome, Chester Copperpot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's see here. Dark Man Classics. Baby
Violent Night.
Newworth. Yes, Violent Night. Yeah, that's it. Played Morticia on Broadway. Also perfect casting.
Also good. Great casting. Great casting.
I was never into Halloween that much as a kid. I didn't really like dressing up also with the Tacoma weather. It's raining half the time when you go out.
True.
Plus, it's like we have candy at home. Yeah, that's
Okay,
pretty much how I feel about it.
I was raised in a different environment as Sam was, so
Yep.
and I taught preschool in non-Christian schools before I was a Christian for years. So Halloween was always a big thing. I did decorations, I did the house, I did
I mean, as growing up as a Christian, I did Halloween too. My mom just never let me do anything scary.
Yeah, no, I don't like to do anything
I had to dress
scary.
up as a clown.
I know, you
which
said you
now
hated it.
would be like super scary for
Right,
people,
right.
but back then it wasn't. It was like you're a clown. Okay, great. A pumpkin one
Yeah.
year.
I always had homemade costumes growing up. My
I was
mom,
already a big kid.
Yeah, dressing
You
as a
make
pumpkin,
me dress up as a pumpkin. I'm like,
Right.
Mom, come on, man. You know.
My favorite costume that my mom ever made me was my Wonder Woman costume. I actually still have it in my Wonder Woman collection.
Yeah.
She made me little red tights and the blue underwear and the little white stars, my little golden lasso. Oh, I love that outfit so much.
Bob Rock is now a member of the channel as well.
Bob,
I thought
thank
you
you.
already were. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate
You
you.
guys are awesome.
Chester Copperpot again.
So I loved Halloween. I never do anything scary. But I loved Halloween so much that when I lived in Bothell, I realized as a mother of young children and a preschool teacher, trick-or-treating involved parents walking from house to house also. You're not going to let your kids go by yourself, so they're walking with you.
Okay. Let's see. They said
Oh, I got another one.
Blake Cavney has been a
Blake
member
for
for
60.
10 months.
Thank you, Blake.
Doing the truffle shuffle. Thank you, Blake. So we're coming back to the idea of my Christian beliefs and all of that kind of stuff. It says that the game you mentioned where you play cultists, I don't think we're thinking about the same game, because the game that I was looking at is not a social deduction game. It's a different one. But for example, we just at the Dice Tower Retreat, I actually played 2 games of Blood on the Clock Tower. Now, in Blood on the Clock Tower, it is absolutely a social deduction game, and one person is actually a demon. Mm-hmm. Another group of people are people that are helping the demon, and then the rest of everybody is trying to figure out who the demon is and all that other kind of stuff. So I totally get how that would make people feel uncomfortable. Having played the game, for me, it's unfortunate that they call the person a demon and cultists and all this other kind. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't have any bearing on the actual game.
Right.
You're simply trying to figure out who the bad guy is, and the bad guy's trying to weasel his way through the whole thing. So it didn't really feel overly evil or anything like that. But again, that's my personal conviction. I can definitely see where somebody coming into that situation
I don't want to play this
going,
game.
"Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I think I'm good."
Right.
That would be absolutely fine as well.
I would be skeptical to play that game only because I know chances are, statistically, I would end up being the bad guy and I would cry because I was a demon and I'd be like, "This is terrible."
Well, I can't even feel offended with that. David says, "I think it's great Sam's still dressing up like a clown all these years later." Touche. Well done, my friend. Let's see. Were you talking about Violent Night? Yes, Violent
I love
Night
that one.
is absolutely correct.
It is.
Schools could close the day after Halloween. We are all on Plan B day following Halloween anyway.
Yeah, seriously, close after the Halloween.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. If you open the door there, you're going to open the door after every single holiday.
No.
Yes.
Halloween is the worst.
I understand it's the worst, but people will absolutely say, why are you open after fill in the blank with whatever holiday you want to?
Right.
You You give them an extra day after Halloween. Why can't you give them an extra day after Labor Day? Because I don't want to get my kid up. We were up, doing whatever until humpteen late at night. The door would be open to every other holiday.
I never closed it as a day after Halloween. I closed it as, hey, this is our annual training day. We'll be doing trainings this day. We're closed.
What it boils down to is that schools should not have to make up for the possibly poor decisions of the parents at home who allowed their kids to eat too much candy the day before.
Oh, it's so terrible.
You can't make schools do that, or you shouldn't make schools do that. I think it comes down to the parents. Go out, let them get candy. Absolutely.
It said that.
But don't let them gorge themselves on it when they get back home.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
That's the poor decision that I was talking about. Letting them all that candy that night,
right.
And then in the morning they're like, oh, I don't feel good, or they're still wired.
Jacked full of red dye, and I mean, I'm telling you, it's like a thing.
Let's see here. This Halloween lands on a Thursday. I'm sure a long weekend wouldn't hurt anyone.
Oh, that's even
Bruce
worse.
Campbell. That's who it was.
That's even
Bruce Campbell.
worse.
Thank you, Luke. Let's see.
Halloween on a Thursday. Oh, you're bringing to me on Friday. That should be illegal.
My 6-year-old is currently beating me at Uno attack while I listen. Send me some luck. Go get him, Nick. Come on, you can do this. Hit him with 4 draw 4s in a row. Can you do that with Uno attack? Yeah, I think you can.
Is that the one with the button?
Yes. That's the thing I don't like about that one. Because
you got this.
It's like bing, and like it goes around the entire table. Then I go bing. Goes around the entire table again. Well, here it goes again. Come on.
Supposed to be random, honey.
Well, it definitely is random. Directed at me most of the time.
Because sometimes you only get 2, and then sometimes you get 10.
I didn't know you could become a member of anything on YouTube. You absolutely can. I'm not going to do the Truffle Shuffle for real. You don't have to, Blake. That's just the name of the level. Schools in Tacoma, and then Derek says, darn. Schools in Tacoma start after Labor Day, so they wouldn't need an extra day after it.
I know.
He
was using it as an example.
Just an example. In Tacoma, school events are always held on Thursdays. Never understood why they're not on Fridays, because on Friday events could go later. Well, I would imagine that it's because
teachers don't want to be there on Friday night.
You consider football. Is football one of those events? Because here, high school football is on Friday, middle school football is on Thursday. So there's that. But anyway, we are pretty much at our we usually go 2 hours. We're going to end a little bit early today. So we have our normal event got changed. Our normal activity got changed that we had planned for today, but we from the hip decided that we're going to go support our Wenatchee Wild at an away game. So they've got a preseason game down in Kennewick this afternoon. We're going to go down there.
We bought tickets this morning.
We just bought tickets this morning. We're going to go down there. We just decided, hey, let's go do that. Because we've never done that before. We've never gone to an away game and supported our team in somebody else's arena. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do that. Full Kevlar. Should we bring our cowbells too?
I was thinking it.
I think so.
I don't want to be the people that people like want to fight. So here's the thing.
Oh, I'm not going to fight people.
There were people at our game just a while back that were from Tri-Cities, and they were fine. Like, it wasn't.
They were Americans, the Tri-City Americans.
I wouldn't do this at a Seattle game.
What?
Go in our full Wenatchee Wild with our bells. Because
I will.
People in Seattle.
I will. I'll go.
Get fighty.
Can we go, Mama?
We get fighty. I don't like fighty.
Oh, I won't get fighty.
No, but those people get fighty.
Hey, if they want to get their feathers ruffled.
No. No, they get
feathers. Get it? Thunderbirds, feathers. Get it?
I don't want to get fighty, but I think these are Eastern Washington people.
David says, "Ha ha ha! Sam is an Uno purist." I am.
He just wants to play regular Uno.
Well, if I have to play Uno, let's keep it real. Let's not use any of those newfangled things. Why are cowbells a thing in minor hockey but not in NHL hockey? Because nobody has done it yet. I do have something that I really, really, really want to buy, but I don't think we'd be able to bring it into the arena. They are
the loud
coffee
cups.
mugs,
Yeah.
but they have a horn in them.
Yeah.
If you blow, it's like, it's like super loud. I would love to have one of those, but I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be able to bring it into the
I have
town. Toyota
Fusellas
Center.
that I bought in Brazil, and those things are loud. But
Those are annoying.
Those are
But
loud.
so would those coffee cups. Outside of the 2 base games of Marvel Zombies, is the rest of it worth buying? These large
Are we
garage
wrapping up?
games
We gotta-
take up so much space. Is it
Should I go
worth?
take this?
Yes, do
Okay.
that. Her mom and dad are calling, so she needs to go answer that. I'll shut down the stream. So say goodbye now.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
There you go. That was off camera, but Jess says bye. Her parents are calling, and we're about to get off anyway. That's the only reason I did that. Don't mean football. I mean events out on by the school, not sports. Okay, well, that might be one of the reasons why, Blake, is that they already have football on Fridays, so they have to do something else. They have to do everything else on some other night. I do the scoreboard for football at the school I teach. That sounds like it would be fun. I've always wanted to be an announcer. I've always wanted to do that at sporting events. I got to do it a few times at softball games, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. But that sounds like something that would be fun. Have you ever wondered how fans get squid into arenas? That is amazingly strange. The Florida Panthers had the rats, but they were all, rubber rats that you buy in the arena that you would throw in case of a hat trick. It's not hard to smuggle in a squid. You can do that in many ways. Blake, I don't want to know any of those ways that you might be thinking about. It literally just gives me some shivers. So no, don't do that. No, but even in elementary schools, they still do events on Thursdays. Yeah, don't know what. I'm sorry, bud. All right, well, we are out of here. We got to get ready to go, and my son is about to get picked up by his mom in just a few minutes, and we like to be there to see him off, give him a hug, and tell him we'll see him later. So we are going to have to get on out of here. I want to say thank you for everyone. I want to say thank you to our 2 new members, Bob Rock and Monica Murphy. Thank you for joining the channel. We appreciate you. And we appreciate everybody else that is here on a regular. So hopefully you guys will become one of our regulars as well, and we'll get to know you better. We're all about community here on the Flipside. So we enjoy getting to spend time with people on a regular basis. So we'll hope to see you guys around a lot more. We are out of here. I'm going to thank you again. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Have a great weekend. Don't forget, we do have a September giveaway going on right now that you can join. I believe there is a link to that video in our description of this video. So it'll take you right there. Watch, get your instructions on how you can enter, and throw your hat into that, or throw your lot into that hat, and maybe you'll win, maybe you won't. It's a good one though. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care. Bye-bye.